At the moment, there is one coin outperforming the whole crypto market. The coin, the project, and even the whole sector has some crazy growth potential. The market is a little euphoric at the moment, but in today's video, I will give you even more reasons to be euphoric for the upcoming weeks and months. So I'd say, let's not lose time and start right in today's video so that I can give you an outlook what will happen to your portfolio if you are invested into these coins and these projects I'll show you in today's video. To begin with, we have to look at where we are standing at the moment. At the moment, we are in the middle of a crazy Bitcoin season. Bitcoin is reaching all-time high after all-time high, but it's not even ending soon. And it won't end soon, in my opinion, because the interest in Bitcoin is not slowing down any moment. We have the Wall Street who wants to invest in Bitcoin. We have institutional investors. We have even nations and states that want to invest in Bitcoin. So that can only lead to one thing. It will come to a supply squeeze because there is much more interest in buying Bitcoin than there is Bitcoin produced. So we all know there ever will be only 21 million Bitcoin. And at the moment, there is more Bitcoin bought than even produced. The ratio between buying and producing at the moment is like 10 to 1. So there is 10 times more Bitcoin bought than produced or mined. So economics 101, you know what will happen. The price of Bitcoin will rather explode. So in my opinion, the Bitcoin dominance is not declining any soon. But there will be some nice matters that will perform very, very good. There will be some crypto sectors that will outperform the rest. So I will give you an outlook what is happening at the moment. Because in this week we had the Crypto Task Force's roundtable about DeFi. And it was crazy. It was game changing because the SEC chair, Paul Atkins, changed the game for the whole crypto sector. He on his own told us what the next big crypto sector will be. And it will be DeFi. Because he wants to support the DeFi growth. He wants to make some clear regulations for DeFi so that the innovation can take place. And also he stated that he supports the self-custody of crypto. So that is a whole game changer for the crypto sector. Now finally DeFi is coming to the States, and this will be a big game changer. Because in the last years DeFi was very difficult to use in the United States, but now this will be a complete game changer. This is why I would definitely recommend to you to look into the DeFi sector. For example, you can go on CoinGecko, categories, and here we have the trending categories. And as you can see, DeFi is trending very, very good. To begin with, we have my biggest altcoin holding. It's Hyperliquid. At the moment, my position in Hyperliquid is nearly $1.3 million because this will be the play of the season, but I will come later to it. But there's also some other interesting plays in DeFi, like Link. Without Link in crypto, nothing will be possible. Nearly everybody uses the oracle of Link. Then we have Aave, the biggest lending market. Then we have our favorite real world asset play, Ondo Finance. Then we have here Jupiter. If Solana is coming back and there is a 90% chance that the Solana spot ETFs are approved in July, then Jupiter will benefit big time because Jupiter is lagging behind because of Solana. It is the best DEX on Solana. So if Solana wins, Jupiter wins. That could be a very interesting play at the moment at these price levels. Also, Injective will benefit big time. And also, there is some other very nice plays on the Coinbase blockchain, on the Base blockchain, like Aerodrome or Morpho. People on X and me are also thinking that we will have a big DeFi summer. The numbers don't lie to us. The numbers are clear. The numbers are telling us that we will have a big DeFi summer coming up. There is a lot of reasons why I'm very bullish on the DeFi summer. Because of the SEC approval, because Circle had its IPO. Then we have some nice new stablecoins from Athena and Falcon. We also see some very good numbers activities on the best lending platforms like Aave, Morpho or Camino on Solana. And for sure, we have Hyperliquid, the project of the whole crypto season. Also, the DeFi mindshare hit the highest point in the last 12 months. So the big question is, where will the DeFi Summer happening? And in my opinion, the DeFi Summer will be happening for sure on Hyperliquid. It is the project of the season. It is the project of the decade, if you ask me. Again, the numbers don't lie. We have some record inflows into Hyperliquid. The blockchain is dominating. When we look at the chains, we can clearly see there is one big winner. No other blockchain has that much growth in the last month. Hyperliquid grew over 70% in the last month. And this is the Hyperliquid layer 1. We are targeting 2 billion in TVL, which is totally crazy. And all of these platforms on Hyperliquid, all of these DApps are bringing their own tokens. All of the new DApps here on the Hyperliquid blockchain are gaining momentum. And when we look at the blockchain inflows, there is a lot of inflows from Solana to Hype. There is a lot of Ethereum inflows from Hyperliquid and nearly no outflows. So Hyperliquid is the play of the season. In the meantime, even some influencers joined us here on Hyperliquid, like James Wynn, you know, the guy that made his $1 billion trade on Hyperliquid. It was not that successful, but attention is attention. And also Andrew Tate also is trading at the moment on Hyperliquid, also not very successful. This is what changes the game, because influencers can't lie to you anymore. On these decentralized exchanges, you can see every trade. So you can see that Andrew Tate is not a very good trader, for example. But it doesn't matter what we're thinking about it. Attention is attention, and this attention gains a lot of revenue for Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid was the most successful blockchain in May. It made over 70 million in revenue, more than Tron, more than Ethereum, more than any other blockchain. So this is approximately what Hyperliquid is earning in a day. You can see it very transparent. And for sure there is people asking on X, what is Hyperliquid doing with these fees they're earning? And Hyperliquid uses 97% of the revenue to buy back their Hype token. This is why the token is so interesting, because of the tokenomics. Because they buy back the token, they burn it, so the token becomes deflationary. And this is why the token is skyrocketing. There is influencers at the moment saying that Hyperliquid will for sure go to $150 to $200. And you know my price predictions. I'm also telling you that Hyperliquid will come for Solana or for BNB. Hyperliquid, in my opinion, belongs to the top 5, top 6 blockchains. If Hyperliquid reaches BNB, that would be a nice 7x. Even from today's levels, this would be totally crazy. So what are the next steps? If we look at the price discovery, we are in the distribution phase, and then we are looking for the expansion to $50 and then $60. This will be for sure the next targets. Why, you might ask? As I already told you, Hyperliquid is the #1 money printer. Hyperliquid is the #1 revenue generating protocol in all of crypto. No other protocol comes close in capital efficiency and in alignment with holders, and all of that without any venture capitals. So now even some companies want a piece of the cake and are putting their money in Hyperliquid because they want to add some Hype tokens to their treasuries as well. So Tony G is the first company that is buying Hype as a treasury asset. And I honestly don't understand why a lot of people think Hyperliquid already is overhyped. When you look at the revenue, it is definitely underhyped. If anything, they already have 10% of the perps market share from Binance, and they will definitely come for the 50%. This is the next target, so they definitely will come for Binance. But how can you benefit from it? Should you buy at these price levels? Should you buy at the all-time high? No, definitely not. There's 3 ways at the moment to benefit from Hyperliquid. Number 1, you can DCA in the setbacks. You can DCA in the corrections, and as you know, crypto, there is a lot of volatility we can use to our advantage. When there is setbacks, when there is blood on the streets, then there is the time to buy those tokens. Then you are going for the dip, you buy the dip, but don't buy the all-time highs, so that you can get a low entry price into the token. Because when we ask AI where we are going with Hyperliquid, AI is not lying to us. Hype is standing at the moment here nearly at $42. In the conservative case, we're going for $75 to $85. In the base case, we're going to $100 to $120. In the stretched case, we're going to $150 to $200, which is completely nuts. The metrics, the fundamentals support the base case with the 338 million annual revenue, and the buybacks. We are going for the base case at the moment. We need some cooling before we see the next leg up, but I'm looking very forward to see the base case happening. But there is some other ways to have exposure to Hyperliquid. For example, number 2, you speculate that there is a second big Hyperliquid airdrop. When we look back at the points, there is a lot of people speculating about another Hyperliquid airdrop. At today's prices, one of the old Hyperliquid points was worth $233, which is completely crazy because you got 1 point like every week just for holding $10 in the vault. But I would definitely recommend you to use the layer 1 blockchain, to use the future exchange, to trade on the exchange, to use some different dApps, to be active on the layer 1. So if there will be announced another airdrop, you will definitely be part of it. I would not miss out on that chance. It is free money, so just use those platforms, use those dApps. All of those dApps are making their own airdrops, so you have additional the chance to earn their tokens as well, so you will benefit in any way. The third way how you can benefit from Hyperliquid is definitely from their NFTs. When we look at the Hyper NFT, this is the NFT we still get from the last airdrop season. One of these NFTs is traded at the moment at 60k OTC. This was the last sale. And if the Hype token is going for $100, the NFT definitely will go for 100k. So what does that mean for you, and where could be the chance? Hyperliquid could start a new NFT season. There is a lot of new NFT collections at Hyperliquid. So definitely have a look at the NFT collections, check them out. So if they airdrop their Hyper NFTs, there will definitely be a lot of hype about it, because there is only 5,500 NFTs and they could start their own NFT season on Hyperliquid with the launch of their NFT collection. But also I think since Ethereum is gaining momentum, also some other NFT collections like the CryptoPunks or Bored Apes will also gain momentum if Ethereum pumps again. So I have one advice for you. Don't look for the next Hyperliquid. We already have this Hyperliquid and there is a lot of chances you could take. So be active, use the chances I told you about, and if you have any questions, if you need support like in airdrop farming or anything, just let me know down in the comments. I'm happy to support you anytime. I hope I was able to give you some good insights in today's video. As you know, there is a lot of work behind the videos, so please smash the follow button and share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching. See you soon.